Dude, first time without knowing any of the attacks, that was brilliant.
Thank you.
But those timings, like, let's be real, they are like
Very
out
off.
of this. Yeah, they are out of this world, aren't they?
Master
Like he did like one hit,
He
then he
has the
raised
will
it
to
and just
fight.
waited like a
And
half
I
a second,
admire it,
then hit.
But it is not only his life.
Where's
who
his
will
daughter
risk.
gone?
The ships are leaving.
She died.
There is no time. I suggest you both join us.
Whoa! What the hell, dude? That's not cool.
Him. That did mad damage. I mean, it's slow as shit.
Distract him! I will strike from the shadows.
There. Oh dear. Back up, bro. Back up. You gonna jump?
Then please.
This is not the Jedi way, bro.
This is not the way of the Jedi. Can you not throw him back at him? Okay, back up, bro, jump!
I'm hit.
Oh, I'm not doing it well this time.
That's it. Look, get the power of your jump. There we go, see, you done it!
Go back.
This is my favourite bit.
I'm flying!
There you go. Oh, you can pick up your shit as well. Okay. Oh, man. There you go. Good job. Good block.
What you got, Captain?
Too
Oh,
early.
too early, man. Wait, back up.
Oh,
Jump it,
I
man.
think I'm
Don't.
dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead. Okay.
What? Gotta jump that one, man. Do your jump and.
I did
dash.
jump it. I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to be doing.
It's got, well, it's just got such a delayed timing. Like, it's, I don't know. It feels like you're waiting like 2.5 seconds. For it to actually
I
do
know.
it.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Not 2.5. Only one.
Enemies up ahead.
God. God damn, bro. Come on, you can do it. Block it, man. Block it.
Night sister.
Shit.
Help BD.
Distract him! I will
Bro,
strike
you're like
from the
a
shadows.
quarter of the way there, man. Yo, you fighting? You are fighting for your life, bro. You are fighting for your life. What is going on right now? Oh my god.
Okay. I'm back.
Dude, you did it. That was good, man.
Yeah, I was a lot
Yeah,
better than last time.
Dude, you were. It seems you're better when you're like close combat because he can't hit you with any long range stuff.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the case.
Make sure you heal up because one hit and you'll be out. Shit.
Help.
Now God, fuck. Get close. Shit, he's trying to make distance, bro. He's trying to make distance. Oh my god, he almost hit you with that, he almost hit you with partial. What is that? You got your force restored and your XP. Holy shit, that was insane. That was a hit. That was a hit. Oh my god.
Another stim. Now.
How do
Yes.
you do this?
This man's a
Heal up, man.
beefcake.
No chance.
Oh shit.
I want you to heal, man.
Right here, BD.
There we go. He's gonna hit. He's gonna do a big one. He's gonna do a big one. Yo, you're doing double damage. You're doing good, man.
Oh fuck.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You can walk it off. You can heal.
Now, BD.
Back up, man.
Let's do this.
Fight it, man. Fight it. Fight it. That's insane. You're just over halfway. You're just over halfway. So keep blocking them. Keep blocking them. Oh my god, keep on the ground. You're joking. The little girl dies, I swear to god, we write it. Come on, brother, come on. Yeah.
Fine. I'll do it.
As if you have an option.
I think if I don't do it, I'll probably die though.
What the hell? Why is he gonna shoot you? Here we go. Bro, you didn't think to dodge it? Yo! Dude! Oh my god, what is going on? Come on, you can do it. This is no reason.
Whoa, what?
Back out.
Jesus.
Lock it. You can do it. Hit. Oh, you get your ass kicked.
I'm out of stims though, that's the problem.
You okay? Clutch.
Oh my god.
Dude, that was it. That's how you do it.
Why am I not hitting him?
What are you talking about? You missed it.
No, like, I'm literally seeing my things connect, and there's no damage here.
I know, bro. It's almost like you're on a really, really hard difficulty, and now the game's just going buggy as hell because he's on his third phase.
Ugh, okay. That third phase sucks.
Yeah, man. God, that took so long. That took so long.
Yeah, he's got so much health.
That hurt.
I'm dead.
Yep.
Huh.
BD, stim.
off.
Heal up! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm dead.
Help me.
Heal!
Oh no.
There you go. Just spam the heal button as soon as that happens.
There's just no way I can do this with 3 stims. I'm splitting out my arse right now.
Here we go.
Would have expected a bit more of a power trip rather than for him to get harder in this section, you know.
Here we go. You're exactly where you were last time.
Hey, BD1.
Yeah, I'm already out of stims.
I need help. Go. You know you.
Two hits and I'm completely out of stamina for blocking. No!
It's over.
God damn, dude.
Alright, is it time now? Is it time to, to give in?
No, I do have an idea though.
Oh my god!
I'll change my perks and change it back to that because it does more damage.
BD, stim. Stim, here.
Fuck off.
Heal up! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm dead.
Help me.
Heal!
Oh no.
There you go. Just spam the heal button as soon as that happens.
There's just no way I can do this with 3 stims. I'm splitting out my face right now.
Here we go.
Would have expected a bit more of a power trip rather than for him to get harder in this section, you know.
Here we go. You're exactly where you were last time.
Hey, BD1.
Yeah, and I'm already out of stims.
I need help. Go. You know you.
2 hits and I'm completely out of stamina for blocking.
Healthy.
No! God damn, dude.
Alright, is it time now? Is it time to, to give in?
No, I do have an idea though.
Oh my god!
I'll change my perks and change it back to that because it does more damage. Because I don't need those because I'm not using a gun. Gives me an extra stim, which is going to be very useful. And then what do we reckon? Healing staggers enemies. I heal a lot, so that makes sense. Okay. See if this helps out at all. The 1 extra heal is going to be very handy though.
Guard up.
Oh, you dodged that one.
Power. Yield. You will yield.
I got he got that.
Stay away from Kata.
On your signal.
There we go, man. See? Go get him, go get him.
Distract him. I will strike from the shadows.
Remember, whenever you're a distance away, you gotta be like either move towards him or block him, I think.
There you go. Only use 1 stim.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, man.
First phase I can do quite well. It's this one's
Disappointing.
Another one, there you go. Can you not block the third one now? 1, 2, then, oh no, there's no third that time. What? There was no
Yeah.
third! One. Hey, right back at you.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Is that it? You gone? Heal. Get away, heal. What?
Little help, BD.
Bro, he went red. Stay away from him.
Yeah, but I'm breaking his guard, and then he's just doing these unblockables. I can't get to him in time.
Back up, man. Back up. Oh, what? Back up. Oh my god. There you go. That's it. Do your jump and dash. Jump and dash.
Stop doing this, Bode.
Dude, you're too slow. Too slow with your one-hander. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a stim.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Not even
I
close.
keep breaking his guard, and then he just runs. He's on the other side of the map. I can't get to him in time to actually do any damage, and then he just hits you with an unblockable. It's stupid.
Dude, listen. On behalf of myself and everyone in the comments, just turn down difficulty 1. That's what you gotta do.
Nah.
Just one. Just one.
I need... Sorry, Cal.
Come on, dude. Just turn it down 1. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all night.
No, we won't. I can do it. Just need to stop being stupid. What? Oh, okay, it's that attack. Fuck off.
Bruh. You're right there, mate.
Yeah. I'm loving it. It's great.
Buddy. Stim, please. Hit me. Little help, BD. Hey, BD.
Aaron!
Well, I'm gonna have to call it a night soon.
I'll give it 2 more tries
And
on this
then
difficulty, and then I'll lower it, and I'll beat it the first time, I imagine.
great.
Close.
Cool. Right after you hit him as well.
Yeah. He doesn't get staggered sometimes as well. It's stupid.
Uh-huh.
And that attack wasn't even unblockable.
last try, man. No pressure.
You shall not escape.
And you can keep going. I mean, myself and Chris, cut around so it's like you finished it first time.
Hit him.
Distract him. I will strike from the shadows.
So the first phase, so easy. Look how much quickly his health gets down.
What you got, Kestis?
Okay.
That hurt.
Little help, BD. Now. Up here, Luke.
Oh no, the mines wore off just as I landed, thankfully.
Great.
I'm hit.
Oh, for
You're dead.
fuck's sake. No, I'm fine, I heal. No, I might be dead.
A little help, bud.
Die.
Get out of there.
I need help, bud.
My god.
Oh, God.
Buddy, help.
Imagine just wouldn't having you alive. What's the point? It's better to do it close and personal, I think. Just try to figure out the blocking.
Help, please.
Oh, fuck off. It's all my stims wasted again. He just doesn't get staggered in this phase at all.
Bro!
Right here, bud. Stim, BD.
None of them are blockable.
He doesn't stagger at all. Yeah,
Dude,
okay, I'm lowering the difficulty.
Just
This is a
turn
joke.
down difficulty. If it's about you beating it at your own terms, you can do that afterwards. You know, when you don't have an audience watching.
It's a joke.
Come on, man.
I'm tired. I'm fed up of those shitty parry timings.
You see, again, you compared this to Elder with Millennia, but you forget it's the Elden Ring, like, everything, well, not everything, but a lot of it is balanced correctly, whereas this isn't. They expect me to play on just normal difficulty,
Yeah, it's just.
don't they?
Oh, look
you
at
know,
that!
whereas it's
Landing every parry that time.
Yeah. You know?
Distract him.
The thing that annoys me is just how inconsistent staggering enemies are. Look at that. Easy parries.
Dude, you did it.
Like, you'll smack them around the face with a golf bat and they won't stagger.
With the golf bat, you mean a lightsaber? You're thinking of The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Quick, help!
At least in that game, you actually, at least in this game, sorry, you actually get a boss fight. Unlike that one, you don't actually, other than like fighting on a beach.
Life's a beach.
You know, yeah,
in
in a fist fight with someone who is at an extreme disadvantage physically.
That's a complete waste of that.
Is this bit any easier or not?
Yeah. Okay, that's not expecting that. It's just all these annoying attacks where I have to just sit through that and spam square every time. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, this is.
Look how much damage that does on this compared to hard.
Yes, I know, right? It's almost like they've fairly balanced it on this. They suspect people are going to play.
This isn't even normal, this is hard.
Not a chance.
But so they still keep the same damage on him, as in it still takes you the same amount of time, but they've turned how much damage he can do.
Look at that, every parry.
Yeah, but that's how it should be. But that's the idea, is that you've played the game at this point. And so now
It's on the highest difficulty. If you miss a parry, because of the way the parry animations are timed, you're stuck, it feels like.
people are going to watch this like compilation of guy who can't play game and raging.
Yeah, basically. This last episode's just evolved into gaming range.
Yeah. It's not fair.
You see this again, because chances are I'm probably going to beat it.
Here we go.
And it's like, I don't mind being too sharp, but I need to feel like I'm doing some amount of damage to them. Anyway, fuck you both.
Come on. Now we gotta kill him. After all
It's
this,
also like, you get this cool cutscene, and you just wreck him with this, and then he's way harder than he's been for the entire rest of the fight, and you'll know better. I want
yeah,
the power
well
trip.
you should be. You've embraced the darkness. That's the whole point.
Now I have
You should
it.
be as tough. You should be as tough as him. Here we go. Watch him. Watch him be just as hard. Oh, he's pretty tough.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that didn't do anything.
Yeah, shit, heal up, man. Heal.
Yeah, good.
Don't get too cocky. That one does hurt. Also, I want to make it clear what you were saying earlier about not getting hits in. I counted the seconds back there a minute ago, and it was 30 seconds. Oh, wow, it's got more.
Die! Give me a sim!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I'm fine.
Finish him, come on, finish him. Oh.
Don't put this on your daughter.
Weird how he got punched in the face like
We know
20
what it's like
times
to grow
there,
up
just
alone.
no blood.
Please, listen to them, Papa.
Why is he
All right. And when the Empire comes, will you be able to protect my little girl?
Well, I mean, he beat you.
I'm sorry, God. I tried.
No, Papa!
Stay back!
Is that it? Is she dying? Yeah.
Damn.
Little girl's just depressed now to murder her father in front of her.
Yeah. I think she kind of gets he was in the wrong.
Better.
He's hoping.
He
Thanks.
did also just like almost push her off the edge of the
Good.
entire arena.
Yeah, that was rough.
We should speak. I was not much older than you when I lost my family. For many years I carried this pain. I did not want to feel better.
Oh, you don't take his
Why?
pistol. You keep it with him.
I thought if I let go of the pain, I would be letting go of the people I loved. But I was wrong. And one day, I met someone who also lost his family. Together we found another way to survive.
Each other.
This pain is yours. It is part of you.
When my mother died, it changed Papa. And me too, I guess.
Yes. But it does not have to define you. And you must not let it consume you.
Wow. They really stacked up the body count in this game, didn't they?
Yeah. Compared to the first game, it's like 300 times more.
Am I correct in saying in the first game, like, we barely spent time with the people before they were, you know, killed off?
Nah, I mean, nobody really dies in the first game.
Oh, no one dies? I thought in the beginning someone dies.
Oh yeah, like a guy you're working on the planet scrapping with.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And you're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Then you spend the entire game with Seer and Grease. And then Merrin you meet towards the end.
Oh no, she left a Funko Pop with it. Grab it back.
Oh, it's going to the landfill with all the millions of others that nobody wants to buy.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, we finally found the perfect place to dump all those Funko Pops. This planet. It's perfect. No one lives there.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, what a... Yeah, fucking great game. Just a shame about some of its issues.
Yeah, I got issues. It's Star Wars game and I got issues.
Great game ruined by basically a rushed release. Needed a bit more time in the oven.
In the oven.
Hmm.
They all come together.
Wait, what?
No?
Is it sped up? Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's supposed to. It's a stylistic choice, right?
Yeah. I assume so. It's when they speak and it's like...
Wow.
Cal Kestis though, what a great character.
This is just a great story, like,
Yeah.
as much as we've been, you know, joking and memeing, like, it
You
is.
saved my life on Rock.
Mm.
You let me walk my own path. When I needed to. You taught me what it truly means to be a Jedi. Now you're gone. We will continue your legacy, Seer. We will build something that can outlast the Empire. I promise you that. I promise.
Stop the cap.
But I'm scared.
There we go.
I almost lost myself. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for what comes next.
Well, he may not be, but I definitely am.
Well, what are they
Sequel
implying? Like,
one.
what could come next? Like, what?
Well, yeah.
What is this safe haven? Also, what's his beard glitching out a bit then? Because it looked really smooth on one side of his face on my screen.
Yeah, it's completely like phasing out on one half of his face in the light. So I mean, why is his beard disappearing?
It's one thing. It's one thing if it's like exterior models, but when it's,
Oh,
you know,
Cal,
oh for God's sake, he just said his goodbyes to you. I can't lie. I think that's a bit unnecessary. Like, it kind of undermines the emotional weight of him saying goodbye for it just to
no,
appear again.
that's just a memory.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it's just like, why do we need that when we already have that memory?
Well, I guess
That's it.
She's guide either Bode's
Wow.
daughter or I assume Bode's daughter.
Star
through the
Wars,
darkness.
Jedi Survivor. EA, fuck, why don't put that fucking logo in there?
Hats
Yeah,
off
it's
to
really,
him,
it's absolutely, well, it's absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. As I say, I am not as big into Star Wars as yourself, but I already wish I had bought this game on console, not just to support this game because it is a good game, but also to support story-driven games because they are increasingly, well, they are a rarity. Other than the indie scene, they are a rarity, which makes no sense because the few AAA story-driven, narrative games that do come out.
I mean, they're all pretty much Sony, actually.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, A, they're all pretty much Sony, but B, they do so well. So there is a market for them. There is a hunger for them.
Yeah.
You know, stop cucking people. Stop gaslighting everyone with your,
Oh, and a franchise like
with
Star
your
Wars is
quote
perfect for
unquote, quote unquote free to play bullshit. Like, like a franchise like, you're correct. A franchise like Star Wars is almost ripe for it. Like, it feels like it's designed for it. The world is so, it is a truly lead
Well,
writer. Good
it's
job,
like
Dan. Yo,
the-
Dan. Shout out to Dan Hogan. Good job, man. On the
This
writing.
is the
But,
first stuff we've seen of any of the High Republic represented in like a media that isn't books or comics. I think
they're
And
able
it
to
all looked-
expand on
like
things
all
that are
that stuff
mentioned.
looked
Yeah.
great. Like a game in that time period would be really cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's really interesting, isn't it? It's like there are so many things that were obviously kind of scrapped and were no longer canonical, which they're still kind of low key, like still kind of coming
Dripping in
back
there,
to.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're like, okay, that was actually really, really useful and necessary, and by removing that, you've kind of fucked us here. So we're gonna take some of it, you know, and then kind of do our own thing.
Yeah.
But no, you're absolutely correct. Everything they add, as in they supplement, i.e. their new characters and their new inclusions into the series are brilliant and feel so naturalistic. And then all of the original, you know, like Vader, like Boba, like these characters and imagery that is so like powerful, weirdly fits into it really naturally,
Mhm.
like you said. You know,
And
so
I'm very interested to think what they're going to do with Cal's character though, because realistically, the biggest problem of this game is the time period it's set in.
expand on those thoughts. What do you mean?
Well, because this is all before A New Hope, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of know that. Well, how are you going to explain where these characters are during the whole, rebellion?
Well, I mean,
So
the
I'm interested to know
no,
what
hold
they're
on,
going
it's
to do.
easy. It's easy. Callum, I mean, not to spoil things too much, but I think like that's pretty easy. Either A, there's two options. Option A, they all die, or option B, they live in harmony on a farm. Like, and they build this utopia and the safe haven. But the justification, I think I assume you're implying is how do you justify them not helping? You know,
Not
but we
helping,
know, but we
and-
know that Cal is a brilliant Jedi who is.
And if they
Came
do build this
serious man.
utopia, why has it not been mentioned before?
Yeah, why is it not mentioned before, or why? Yeah, there's too many. I know what you mean. Yeah, which is the unfortunate nature of it, Which is, but how many times have we seen that? Like, I mean, you pointed out recently, not to bring down the conversation too much, but you pointed out with Mandalorian that essentially so much of the last season was justifying cloning Snoke. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's so
setting up
clear
the
that
sequels.
these arbitrary, seemingly thoughtless decisions that are made by higher-ups trickle down, and so the actual talent, i.e. the people who worked on this game, i.e. the people who write, all the things we like about Star Wars, like the novels and things, have to do all, like, essentially the pick-up, the clean-up work. I mean, that's what Dave Filoni, that's what made, I mean, in your own words, what made Clone Wars such a success, was Dave Filoni built on the prequels, and thusly made the prequels even better. Characters like Rex and Cody, who were seemingly just, one line, clones.
Rex wasn't even a character.
Rex wasn't even a character.
Just
End
Cody,
up,
pretty much.
end up becoming fully fleshed out and integral to the universe.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you. It really is something.
Yeah, I think what I loved about this story is just as well how self-contained it was. It wasn't just like everything. Nothing here has felt like it's trying to set something up that's happened in a Disney film that they need to explain that they didn't explain.
No, yeah, they didn't need to.
And that's just really refreshing because that's all Star Wars has been for the last few years. It feels.
Oh
like.
my goodness! I mean, obviously, I think the most egregious example that we can point to is the fact that midway through the book of Boba Fett, the series ceases to be about Boba Fett and becomes the Mandalorian, and we're like, okay, yeah, sure, great to see him, but like, why? Why? Why did you do this? Unless you didn't have faith in the idea, in the premise. And this game, it is so clear they have absolute faith in the premise.
Yeah.
They are without a doubt, our little gingerhead Cal. He is our protagonist, like through and through. We see this whole game through his eyes. We don't.
And
When we deviate, it's only momentarily.
Amazed me this game is how much larger it is in terms of scope and emotion and storytelling than the first game, and how quickly they actually managed to push it out. I mean, it definitely needed a few more months to iron the kinks out, but in terms of scope and scale, it's
even what they were able to do, just as it is. Look, it's already clear that probably yourself more than me. Like you're very forgivable of the kinks and the imperfections because it's just how difficult it is to make games. It's really difficult. like to a degree that I think is probably more difficult than movies. You know,
Yeah,
like when you look
it
at how
is.
long films, as in not just film itself, but also the industry of cinema has been around over 100
It's
years.
difficult, but I
There is,
think
you know what I mean? There
we
is there is a
shouldn't be
formula.
cutting these companies any slack for releasing bad
No,
PC
yeah,
ports.
no, I agree. But hear me out. Like the
If
process
indie
of making,
games can do
yeah,
it,
yeah, but the
AAA guys
process
can.
of making a film, right,
Yeah,
has been
yeah.
perfected. Like you see,
Yeah.
like you can go from pen on paper to a fully filmed episode within 2 weeks, and that's not exaggeration. Within 2 weeks, like that's how most network TV shows get made. So the process of filming, of production, it's kind of been perfected, but with video games, it is still a little bit murky. So you point out with indie developers, but indie developers are constantly cutting corners in a bunch of ways that big games can't. You know,
Sure. But the thing
so
I'm
there
on
are, there are,
about is
you know what I mean? Like there is a difference between an Elden Ring and a Hollow Knight, like obviously. But I know what you
the
say
development is
because
hard, but in terms of once you've got your game and in terms of getting it to run on things, that's just something that
Yeah.
if you have the time and resources to do it, you can do it, and they do. But they
well,
just
look at what,
pump it out.
well, yeah, look at what we're looking at. I mean, look, I'm the idiot. I just brought up Hollow Knight, but the main people who worked on that was what 4, 5 guys who did this with no money versus this game. I mean, look at these names. They're just still scrolling. I mean, in editing, please speed this up so you can just like see from the beginning to the end how many people work on this. All those animators, everyone, and yet you're right. It's still a buggy mess. It's still,
Yeah.
which you're right, for a company as big as EA with the millions that they bring in, it's unforgivable. It's like, come on, guys, come on.
Yeah, and
Especially
it's not the
PC,
first
come on.
PC game to be like this, like AAA. Like Redfall recently, complete mess. Hogwarts wasn't great. Callisto Protocol, like a lot of games that are just releasing on PC now, like AAA games. It just feels like it's the afterthought to the console. So they'll release it in a buggy mess.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that actually why? Or is that like your theory why?
Well, the console tends to be a bit better with some of these games, not all of them. But in this case, it's better on console. It's not perfect, but it's better.
Well, look, this is the big summer game, isn't it? Like this and Zelda are going to be in competition, and not in just the fact they come out around the same time, but like around now is when school will be finishing, where all the kids will be, you know, there'll be more time at home. So this will be the go-to game, you know. So it's that season where the marketplace of big things becomes much more competitive. I mean, look how many big movies come out around Christmas time versus the wintry seasons versus how many come out around the summer seasons.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, winter is normally a huge release time for games as well, but
For games. But you know, so I suppose maybe that was part of the rush as well. Did this get delayed at all? Were there any
yeah, it did
pushback?
get
Yeah,
delayed, which is why it's even a little bit more like,
come on.
yeah.
But can you imagine? But does that not make you think kind of what could it have been like if they had released it that little bit earlier? Like,
Well, yeah.
if they did try to hit that original release date.
Well, I mean, the classic case of that is like Halo Infinite. You know, that game came out and the campaign was good, but it felt
Halo Infinite.
very samey.
Man.
And that game got delayed a year. It was
A
meant to come out a
year?
year earlier.
Because people memed on it for the bloody Brute.
Yeah. Craig.
Yeah, Craig the Brute. Like that's wild, isn't it? That a game as big as that. But then I suppose that's, you know, obviously 343 and Microsoft, they are a very special case, aren't they? In the sense of Sony have definitely locked down the formula of this is what a successful narrative-driven game looks like. Hence why.
Sony's
And
games
not
are
saying
they're great.
Oh, exactly.
But it's very formulaic.
Yes, I was going to say formulaic. They're
And this
incredibly,
riffs on those to a
incredibly
great degree as well.
Yeah, but incredibly linear, and also incredibly quite heavy-handed with their emotional beats. Like it's very clear what they want you to feel, what you're supposed to feel, which for a lot of people was, you know, yourself and I, one of the big issues with like games like Last of Us, and to some extent even God of War, where it's a bit like, come on guys, like, you know, you know what I mean? You don't have to baby us. This is an 18 game, an 18 rated game, an adult game. You know, you don't have to tell us what is right and what is wrong. Like, that's not the job of a developer to make moral assertions. That's the job of the audience. You know, oh dear, I don't know how I feel about this.
I think
And like this game
that's
was
why
really well.
that idea in terms of, you know, them talking about things in a moral way and what you should feel, it works better in a setting like Star Wars where everything is so black and white.
Yeah, it's literally light and darkness, the dark side.
Whereas at EA,
You know?
you got of War's your Last of Us. They are 18+ games. They're very adult and thematic, but it feels like you're having these feelings being shoved down your throat a bit, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, which thusly invalidates these feelings, doesn't it? Because you're just like, well, there's not authentic. You're just telling me, you're dictating what I should be feeling in this moment.
And don't get me wrong,
Right?
there's still great games, but there are some moments where it's like the emotional moments in the story you feel a bit like,
Yeah, and of course you've got the I don't know if we want to get into this. Like, we're deviating a bit now, but like
yeah,
then you get into the
deviating
whole.
massively, but
You know what I mean? Then you get into the seal clapping, journalist that you mentioned earlier. Like,
this is like a 15-hour YouTube series, so think of this as the after credits scene.
okay, yeah, fair enough. You should release this just as a standalone thing, like the review, because this is good. Are you still recording?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, oh dear, I thought you'd stop. Jesus, I've been really unwieldy with my opinions here. Like,
Yeah,
but fuck it. Thanks for being honest. But no, yeah, this game is brilliant, and I feel deeply regretful that I did not jump on board in the very beginning. To be completely honest, dude, I wish we just actually couched this game, just and played it like that. Because there are so many things in the opening half. As I say, I'm just skimming through like the videos you put out already. I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. Like, you know,
the introduction.
I can tell.
The opening sequences.
I can tell how lonely you were in those first ones. You didn't have anyone to share that experience with. You're like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, I suck at solo commentary, I'm going to say it. But no, this game it's great. It's just, again, it's just such a shame about its issues and technicalities and.
Yeah, I don't even think I can give it like an arbitrary number, like an out of 10. I just think just play it. If anyone, it's always as simple as that.
Wait for
do
it to be
don't.
fixed. Buy it and play it after it's been fixed. Don't buy it before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't be stupid like me. Don't support it until they fix it.
Yeah, but your excitement was sky high.
Yeah, but there were a few moments where it did bring me down in terms of the performance and stuff. Like.
Yeah, you're like, come on, little things. You're like, takes you out.
Because like you're in a fight and the frames just drop, and it just makes it feel really even slower and clunkier than it already kind of feels. Especially on harder difficulty, it makes it feel even clunkier than because of those parry timings. That's another thing as well. Actually, the balancing. Playing it on the hardest difficulty. What's the point? I don't recommend it. You don't get an achievement for doing it. It's just. You're just suffering for the sake of suffering. And it reminds me a lot of Halo 2 on like Legendary, where it's just it feels like
unbelievable.
We've got to get the game out. So how do we make it difficult? You just turn the sliders up to max and make
crank up
stupid amounts of damage.
Yeah, crank up the amount of damage you take and crank up the amount of damage that their weapons can do. And then also
if they did like a Ghost of Tsushima thing though, where it's like you have a lethal mode where you take shit tons of damage, but you're also going to kill these super tanky things really quick. That would be great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the idea that it's lethal mode. So it's like.
Well, they should just call it lightsaber mode. Yeah, they should. Yeah, it's just realism. So like boss fights can be finished in much fewer hits. Well, it's like the boat fight there.
But it's really hard to get those hits in because it's so fucking
the block meter larger, so you've got to break through it. It takes more to break through it. Once you break through it, one hit, you're in the next phase.
There it is. Boba Fett. Is that the guy?
Yeah, Tamora Morrison.
Hey, like what GT.
He actually got to play the Boba Fett he wanted to play in this game rather than his own TV show.
I feel bad for him. Sad, isn't it?
Seems like a nice guy though.
So, what are the odds of us seeing Cal, played by Cameron Monaghan, within one of these crappy Disney Plus shows or something? Like, what is
Everyone wants it, but I kind of don't.
I was gonna say, I remember because we obviously had this conversation before, and I remember us having a bit of back and forth about Ahsoka and being like, part of the reason of like our memory of Ahsoka is the Clone Wars series, is the way she looks in that, and there's it sounds stupid, but like the figure and form, and then when you see it in live action, it's just not quite right, It's like I'm not
I mean,
even like knocking Rosario Dawson. Like she's a great performer. I mean, she's Daredevil. Anyone like she's brilliant at that. She's in a film called Trans Kids. Like she's done so many great movies. But
the thing that
it's
I
not
find
Ahsoka.
with
Like
Rosario Dawson with her Ahsoka so far, she really lacks that warmth. That the
yeah, she's
character
not
has in
warm.
those animated shows. She's quite
Yeah.
cold and serious, and I
A
don't
real
know.
deep. This kind of like this deep voiced like kind of sternness where it's
I mean,
like that's not Ahsoka. Come on.
Like Cameron Monaghan, if he was to go into live action, he's just Cal anyway. Like it'd be easy, and it would look and feel exactly like Cal. But I just,
they use his model. Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
clear.
but
yeah.
I'm talking about like I enjoy how self-contained this game and its story is. I don't need
Yeah.
them to shove these characters into everything else.
Yeah, it's okay when when again ideas and imagery and characters from the pre-existing Star Wars canon is brought into this game, but to do the opposite, to bring characters from this game and this universe into that, is where it can be a little bit of a slippery slope, you know.
I mean, if it's
Hold
just
on.
like a random side character, like one of those aliens in Grease's bar, whatever.
Yeah, that could
Like,
work.
I don't know. It's just bringing Cal Kestis into live action or having his own show.
The Australian Kit Fisto, like you know what I mean. You could definitely do something like that.
Kate is the bounty hunter woman, yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It's a bit of a bit risky.
And it's just like they're doing a great job at writing these characters, people working on these games, and then unless they're not, I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
I
yes.
want them
yes.
to be writing it and not some random person at Lucasfilm that's, or John Favreau or Dave Filoni. And
Yeah. I
don't get me
remember.
wrong, Dave Filoni's done some great stuff. John Favreau's done some good stuff, but John Favreau's recent stuff on Star Wars hasn't been great, in my opinion. And
Well, again, they have done some great stuff, but let's not pretend it's a matter of quality, isn't it? Like, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. You know? And you're right, certain characters...
like what Dave Filoni excels at is writing the characters he made, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, a reason why he's so precious of, like, the character of Ahsoka. Because that's, like,
and
his
it's
prized possession, you know?
Exactly, and it'd be a shame for them to rip Cal out of these and have someone else do him, I don't know.
Yeah, do him dirty.
And I want to see Cal's story finished. I want it to feel whole and complete by the end of these games.
Yeah, me too. And I as I was saying, that will definitely be a make or break. Will be their justification as to where he is,
Whether
which
he
will either get
dies,
heroic
him and
death.
Merrin have a settle down somewhere.
Yeah, either
Or-
one could work.
They end up in some other unknown part of the galaxy. Who knows?
Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, you can. There are many ways about it. Absolutely.
That's what I mean. They need to keep them separate.
So, what did you think of the twist then with
Both.
Bob? Yeah, Bob becoming the villain. I mean, as I say, I had my theories, but I didn't think he was going to be the villain with a capital V.
Yeah,
Like
there were a
I did not.
few
I thought he would be
moments.
part of he double crossed him or something. But the actual antagonist the final boss fight, that was a real surprise to me.
Yeah, I mean, there were moments where I was kind of like, I don't know, he's a little bit suspect.
It's sus. That's
I mean,
sus.
especially once you get to, you get the compass after defeating Dagon, and you talk about taking the path there. You could very much look and see it from the body language, which is kind of mad in a game, talking about body language, but you could tell that he was not happy about it, obviously. And I was kind of thinking, is he going to do something? And he did.
Yeah.
Because it seemed far too happy at that point,
Yeah.
I mean, for people that watched that episode, you'd know why. You know exactly. I was like, oh, this seems too happy. Something's going to go wrong, and it did. But
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to go that wrong.
Yeah, dude. It sure did go wrong.
But I thought he was a good character, and I think the weakest character was definitely Dagon, the Old Republic, High Republic Jedi, the villain to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just very much
agree.
like, I need to get to Tanalorr. I love Tanalorr. Tanalorr's mine. It's just like that's all we
cares?
talked about and he had no real justification for it. He was just an evil guy for the sake of being evil, it felt like.
Yeah.
There wasn't much depth to him. Ravis, I really liked. I wish he was in it more. He was cool.
Who's that? Which one's that? Is that the
The Gendai.
Yeah.
Dirge like
a Jedi?
yeah, he's cool.
He was great.
But I mean, other than that, I think everyone was. With the all the characters were great.
He will be the Voss of this game. You know, he will be the guy that people go, oh man, he's fucking brilliant. They should have put him on the box art. Wish he was in it more. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because I think his what's the word? The minimal nature of his screen time aided his screen time even more, because you want to see more. You want to lean into it. It's the Boba Fett effect, isn't it? Where you just like, people just see him and go, oh, who's that cool bounty hunter? Like, you know what I mean? He had like one line,
Cool.
You know, but yeah. And so I'm sure there'll be plenty of spin-off comics and whatnot. And
Which sometimes
he might come back. You don't know. He might come back. He can come back.
He could come back. He's supposedly dead, but he could come back.
Yeah.
He's one character that, you know, that's another thing in Star Wars. So many people die and come back all the time. It's a little bit annoying now. But if he came back, I wouldn't mind, just because that's what his species
you can justify
is.
it. Yeah, you can justify it for his species. But that's a real big issue. Is the idea of coming back, and I think that's, and a lot of people kind of, again, they blame Disney for this, but I really think that the real root of this might even go back as far as George's original vision, which is the whole idea of Force ghosts. It's like, no, when you're dead, you're dead. Like, if I can just have a conversation with these people, then they might as well still be alive, you know? I understand, I get it, like, you know, they do justify it, but it is a bit of a, like, you know, hold on a minute.
I mean, Force ghosts are one thing, but when you're bringing back, like,
somehow that's what I mean. Yeah, somehow Palpatine returned. It's just that moment. It's just like, it's just, amongst many other moments, it's just cemented. You know, that right next to Ben Swolo and all the other memes that come from the last 10 years.
Moff Gideon as well, and Mandalorian. You know, fake out death in first season.
Yeah,
they beat him again in second season. He's dead again. Probably going to bring him back again. I don't know.
You know, it's
Cad Bane. They killed him, but apparently he's might not be dead now. Like, it's just a bit ridiculous.
Would Maul fall into that? Would Maul fall into that category as well, or not?
I feel like Maul was kind of the start of this, but that was also Clone Wars, and that was way before. It was like 2010, maybe. They brought Maul back. And
way early on.
It didn't.
And also, they had a plan.
It didn't feel stupid. Yeah, they had a plan.
They actually had a plan. Like, Filoni made it clear that this guy is going to he's going to be him and Ahsoka are going to be the thread that follows us through this war, you know?
Yeah, you know, Maul carried over from the Clone Wars into Rebels, and then he did eventually die. I feel like Maul is maybe the start of this problem, but I think he's not quite in the same category as some of these recent things.
Yeah, I agree. Damn. I guess we should probably wrap things up.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, it's a great game.
But yeah,
I recommend
it. If you watch this, hit us up. Tell us what you thought in the comments.
Yeah.
Who's right? Who's wrong?
For those like 10 people that are going to watch this.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Agree.
Thank you for the few people that have been watching. It means a lot. Yeah, and hopefully I'll be doing more stuff like this in the future.
Yeah.
Anything to add, Will?
No, it's been great. Let's do this again. I don't know what the next thing is. Is it Zelda? Is it Armored Core? I don't know. I'm out of my mind. I'm out of the loop.
I can't. Zelda.
I get a call from this guy, and then boom, we're in the zone. We're fighting Poe Dameron. Let's go. I don't know why we're doing it.
Shadows of the Erd Tree.
Yeah, that'll be the next thing.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.